Prudent News. Now a look at the headlines. No fare hike in railway budget, 5% hike in freight charges. Charges of Superfast and Tatkal may rise. 2 daily trains from Mangalore, Goa and Ratnagiri. Wednesday, last day for the payment of stamp duty of mining leases. 7 mining lease holders to renew leases. Revenue of 161 crores expected. Chief Secretary of Goa B. Vijayan says mining ban has affected the state treasury, claims loss of 800 crores. Government planning new ways of generating revenue for this budget. More than half of the agricultural land is in possession of land mafias, alleges Chief Secretary at NABARD State Credit Conference. Speakers charge nationalized banks of not entertaining farmers and fishermen. Accused involved in Asgaon murder assaults another girl at Kamuli with knife. People gherao police officers, demand his immediate arrest. And Sarvodaya Royals become first team to enter semi-finals of Yes Bank GPL T20. Depo Cricket Club bounced back with victory over Chogale Warriors. Now the news in detail. There is no fare hike in railway budget. However, there would be a 5% hike in freight charges. Superfast and Tatkal charges are also expected to rise. 67 new express trains have been introduced. 2 daily trains are introduced in Goa from Madgaon to Mangalore and from Madgaon to Ratnagiri. Route has also been extended from Nizamuddin Express from Madgaon to Chandigarh. Railway Minister Pawan Bansal presented his maiden budget of the year 2013-2014 on Tuesday amidst uproar in Lok Sabha.
And then another thing which I mentioned there, perhaps you must have taken note of it, is that in the process we've abolished the enhanced reservation fee. It is proposed to implement the FAC linked revision in only freight tariff from 1st April 2013. It will translate to about or a little less than 5% average increase for freight. As regards passenger fares, since these were revised only in January this year, I do not intend to pass on the additional burden to them now, as railways and the railways will absorb the impact of rupees 850 crores on this account. I propose to introduce 67 new trains. 67 new express trains. Twenty-seven passenger trains. 5 memo services. 8 demo services. The run of 58 trains is being proposed to be extended. I am sure the members who are agitated, their names would have found mention here only if they had the patience to listen to me. Ma'am, in all the new trains, express, passenger, memo, demo, and the extension of services, then the increase in the frequencies would have met the many demands of the honorable friends.
Wednesday is the last day for the payment of stamp duty on mining leases. Mines and Geology Department has renewed nearly 7 mines. Sources from Mines Department informed that total amount of 161 crores is expected from the mining firms.
Directorate of Mines and Geology had issued notices to around 7 mining leaseholders, asking them to pay stamp duty. Department is expecting a revenue of 161 crore rupees to the state treasury. The notices maintain that their leases, which were supposed to be renewed in 2007, would now be renewed for 20 years till 2027. The notices signed by Director of Mines and Geology Prasanna Acharya mention that stamp duty has to be paid by February 28, 2013. Manohar Parrikar's government last year had amended the Stamp Duty Act by introducing a clause which makes it mandatory for mine owners to pay the duty for next 20 years at a time when his lease is being renewed. Official records show that there are 42 mines which are outside the forest area, of which 7 have been issued notices to pay the stamp duty after scrutiny of their documents. The notices were sent nearly 2 weeks ago, asking 7 mining companies to pay stamp duty for renewal of mining leases for which forest clearance is not required. Meanwhile, Goa mining matter could not be heard before the Supreme Court due to Karnataka matter. Karnataka has asked for 2 more days. On Friday, Goa matter is likely to come up for hearing. Mahesh Ghadi for Prudent.
Chief Secretary of Goa B. Vijayan claims that mining ban has affected the state treasury. He says that mining ban has resulted in loss of 800 crores. Vijayan also informed that some of the expenses in this financial year have been carried forward to the next year. He was speaking at the NABARD State Credit Conference held on Tuesday. He also disclosed that the government is planning new ways of generating revenues for this budget.
We are going through a very, very hard phase. Reasons, of course, are obvious. Thanks to this problems in the mining sector, we have taken a big hit. You see the budget document for the current year, that is 12-13, you will see that we are targeted about 1,000 crores. But so far we have achieved only about 350 crores, and the stoppages has resulted in a shortfall of around 650 crores. The stoppage of mining activities, that has also hit other sources of revenue, value-added tax. A total of around, my estimation is around 800 crores is the hit that we have taken in the current year. Well, it is a prudent expenditure management that has helped us in tiding over this crisis. We have been successful to a large extent in cutting down wasteful expenditures. We have been able to hold back expenses which we thought can be postponed to the next year, that the expenditure will remain at the same levels as current year. We have to look at other alternative sources of generating revenues, some of which has already been finalized, and at the same time to ensure that the major activities of the government and the major economic activities in the economy are not affected in the process.
Chief Secretary of Goa B. Vijayan claimed that more than half of the agricultural land is in possession of land mafia. He has expressed worry over farmers selling agricultural land on large scale. He was speaking at the NABARD State Credit Conference held on Tuesday. The Vice Chairman of Planning Board Datta Kholkar has alleged that nationalized banks do not entertain farmers. The Regional Director of RBI J.B. Bhoria has also blamed banks for neglecting fishermen from Goa.
The idling land assets of Goa is utilized for the primary purpose for which the God had created them, and not just being traded with the land sharks which are coming from rest of India. I believe half of this land has already gone into the hands of these the land mafia. So why does it happen? Essentially because when there is no income, when there is no remuneration, and when he has to cultivate the land in the most adversarial conditions, why would I keep that land with me? If I get a good price for this, why wouldn't I not sell it? So we need to attack this problem, from so many angles.
I see nationalized bank branches are there, but they are not the local people friendly. They open the branches. I am surprised when I just heard that the credit to the farming community, to the agriculture is 2% in Goa. I am sorry to state, The branches are opened in Goa more for deposits rather than lending, if I am not wrong. Because when I go to the villages, the farmers don't dare to enter the local branches of the nationalized banks because they feel that this bank is only to garner deposits in the villages from the NRIs. The basic purpose of opening the bank to lend a helping hand to the small and marginal farmers is not fulfilled, I believe. Because I see farmers, when they go for even small loans, they are asked to give sureties.
That when the Chief Secretary says that a middleman from the Tamil Nadu, they are providing the credit. To the fishermen, the credit is coming from Tamil Nadu, that too from the unorganized sector, from the middleman. It is an utter failure on the banker side. Kindly see to it. Tell your branches all over Goa that wherever they find these sort of things, they must take initiative.
It's time for a short break. Stay tuned.